Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Entrepreneurs Lunch and Learn. We have a special edition today with William Rodriguez. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So William's working on a very interesting project where he's creating an ideathon to help combat the changes that are occurring with COVID in Puerto Rico specifically. So we're going to get into his background and what they're accomplishing and how you can get a part of their mission and help to recharge the island in this peculiar time in history. So welcome, William. Do you want to start maybe by introducing yourself and just to kind of give some context?
Sure. Thanks, Drew. So hey, everyone. I'm William. I'm currently a software engineer at Apple. I'm from Puerto Rico, so born and raised on the island, and only left the island when I became 18 to go to college in Boston. So I'm a recent college grad, graduated with my bachelor's in computer science in 2018, and then had my master's in artificial intelligence in 2019. And yeah, I'm leading the COVID-19 Ideathon planning committee.
Amazing, great. So let's start with what is it? What's the objective?
Yep. So good question. So the COVID-19, the Puerto Rico COVID Ideathon is a 48-hour virtual event in which participants will join together in teams of 2 to 5 people in order to solve a particular problem affecting Puerto Rico. So we've identified 3 distinct tracks. The first is health, second is economy, and the third is education.
Got it. Why did you choose those 3?
So we had a brainstorming within the planning committee. We actually had a couple more other topics, but we felt that these were, for one, the most important and relevant topics I think that Puerto Rico needs to improve upon. And second, they're all, I would say economy is like the most broad topic of those 3, but they all encompass, I feel, that are important places where Puerto Rico needs to improve. And yeah, the planning committee has determined that we think these are the best topics to move forward with.
Yeah, they do seem very significant in this time. So if somebody, who would be an ideal person to be a part of this Ideathon? How would you kind of describe that?
Yeah, so I would say there's no mold that we're looking for. There is no requirement to be part of the Ideathon. Anybody and anyone can apply, but we are looking for people that are passionate about Puerto Rico in some way or another. So you can be from anywhere around the world, but if you have a passion about Puerto Rico, and if you have an idea that encompasses one of our topics that you want to bring forward and maybe convert into a small company, a startup based in Puerto Rico, tackling Puerto Rican problems, then yeah, we want you on board, and we want you this weekend.
That's great. Yeah. So so what are the dates? What are the specifics again?
Yeah. So it's the Puerto Rico COVID Ideathon is happening this upcoming weekend. So it'll start on Friday, February the 15th, and go until Sunday, January the 17th.
Excellent. And so somebody's participated, should they block out their full calendar? Can they kind of come and go? Is this like a conference that you're listening into, or would you describe it more interactive?
I would say it's pretty flexible, and it really depends on how much you want to commit and how you plan yourself and your team. So yeah, you don't have to commit yourself entirely throughout the whole weekend to be every hour working on your idea with your team. We expect you to be around for the opening sessions and perhaps 1 or 2 of the workshops that we'll be hosting. But I think the key is to communicate with your team. Hopefully you have a good set of hands and ears and eyes to work and develop your idea, along with the help of the industry mentors that we'll be having. So yeah, it all depends on how much you want to commit and how well you plan things.
Great. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. And so it's all virtual. Is there a cost to attend or suggested donation?
There is absolutely no cost to attend or participate or apply. We have had generous support from our event sponsors. So in fact, it's the opposite. If you do very well and you're one of the winning teams, there are monetary prizes for the best teams.
Got it. Interesting. Maybe you want to hit a little bit more on what that would look like or how that process is?
Yeah. So one thing I think it's important to mention is that the only end result, really the only deliverable that teams have to hand in at the end of the Ideathon is a 5-minute pitch. So presenting your idea all within 5 minutes, and you'll present this to a panel of judges that'll be specific to your track. And yeah, these judges will determine a set of prizes, and there will be prizes for the best teams in each track, with specifically that'll be $500. So the best team in the economy track will win $500, best team in the education track will win $500, and so forth. But yeah, there's also special prizes. So we've been lucky to have a few sponsors that want to sponsor their own prizes. So for example, Holberton School will be sponsoring a best technical prototype prize. The Moto Ventures organization is going to offer a best pitch prize. So it's the team that makes the best, best blockbuster pitch throughout the weekend will get a prize. And yeah, so there's many opportunities to work hard and to reap those that hard work.
That's great. Is the event going to be in English?
The event will be offered in both languages, both Spanish and English. So feel free to not think of language as an issue here. Like, we really want people just to work in the language that they feel best in. So whether that's English or Spanish, you can deliver your pitch in either language.
Great. Is there a role for mentors, or is it more people that are collaborating on like creating these ideas?
Yeah, so for mentors, I think the expectation is also more tied to how much the passion you have towards the event. So yeah, I think the heuristic that we have is that we want mentors that have a meaningful industry experience in one of the 3 tracks. So whether it be health, education, or something within the Puerto Rican economy, that would be very welcome. But I think we value more people that are passionate about helping these teams craft their ideas. And also, I think a very important part is mentors that have experience in crafting pitches or presentations, since this really is the only deliverable that teams have to bring about, that we want this to be really well crafted and really well delivered to our judges.
That's great. Okay. So maybe just getting back to, the why behind this. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. So last November, close to October, I saw that COVID was hitting Puerto Rico pretty hard, and I wanted to make some type of difference, some type of help to Puerto Rico. And with my participation in a similar type of event organized by MIT, I really just wanted to replicate an Ideathon type of event for Puerto Rico, for Puerto Rican problems. So yeah, that's where the idea of the event came from. And yeah, that started around October, November. I started pitching the idea of the event to close friends of mine from college. And those that bit the bullet and decided to help me out, we started forming a planning committee. And yeah, I guess the rest is almost history. So we're getting there. We're excited for this weekend.
Got it. And maybe to wrap up with, what's your ideal outcome? How do you kind of envision this kind of playing out?
Excellent question. So we really want to foster the development of entrepreneurship on the island. So we would love to see that the winning teams, or really any team that has a great idea throughout the weekend, to not have these conversations and the weekend of the hackathon. We want there to be an ongoing conversation. Perhaps many of these teams decide to become precursors or like full-blown startups within the coming months. And yeah, we'll actually help facilitate that. So we have within our sponsors and people that are interested in the event in general, there's been a lot of talk about some follow-up help for winning teams to help them craft their solutions. So specifically, Piloto 151 has offered to offer office space for some winning teams. Even though we're a bit work from home now, like as that transition goes forward, I think yeah, the whole community that's been involved with this event is really interested in having these ideas actually come to life. So that's the end goal. We want these ideas to come to life, hopefully as startups and many companies based in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I tip my imaginary hat to you for what you're doing in this odd time in history, and small business is the engine of the economy. So bringing people together to create ideas and mastermind and just create positivity is evident. So any of those that are watching, if block off your calendar for this event. This will definitely be a long-term impact. If you're a mentor, if you want to contribute with ideas, if you want to be a sponsor, how do people get a hold of you? How do they learn more about this?
Yep. So if any of this sounds interesting to you and you want to help out, log on to prcovidideathon.com, and then there you'll find the links to apply as a participant, be a mentor, or be involved as a sponsor. So yeah, head on over.
Great. I'll put that in the link below too. Appreciate you being on, William. Any other thoughts or details we didn't cover that would be good to know?
No, I think we've covered the gamut, and yeah, just want to thank you, Drew, for this opportunity. Like you and I would say your subscribers and viewers are actually contributing to moving forward the Puerto Rican economy just by spreading the word or watching this video. So thank you all.
Yeah, great. Have a good day, Will. Good catching up. See you this weekend.
Thanks so much.